Bleachers, live on 93.3 KGSR as we broadcast from W Austin Hotel. First question, who won the ping pong match?
It was unclear.
Andy's telling me that Jack won it by a lot.
Here's the thing about ping pong. There's people who are flashy. It says a lot about your life. There's people who are flashy and very, they bring a lot of theatrics. That's me. But you peel away one layer and it's just dust. And then there's people who play it cool and just keep returning and returning. And, you know, I suck. He would have beat me. Everyone around was like, oh, this is a real player, because I was like being a jerk about it. I was also having my picture taken, so I was being an extra jerk about it. But if it was just the two of us, I thrive on can I curse? No, right? No. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Thrive on stuff.
So between ping pong and playing music for everyone here in Austin, I know there's a lot of reasons that you're here right now. Tell me about 40% and the Allied Coalition. They're around town, right?
Yeah, that's a really cool thing. That's a organization that I started that now specifically works with homeless LGBTQ youth, because that's a really interesting one. So 40%, that's that number that's like a hashtag going all over town. 40% of homeless kids are LGBTQ, which is an amazing, staggering number that a lot of people don't know about. And it's obviously because they're being kicked out of their homes. It's not because they're doing anything wrong to end up on the street. Not that anyone does, but it's sort of specific when you're kicked out of your house. So trying to raise money for wherever we go. Like this week we'll raise money for local places in Austin that help those kids out.
How can we help? I know they're around town.
Those places need money and stuff. They need canned goods and what'd you say? Out Youth. That's the Austin one. These places, it's not a popular issue, that specifically homeless LGBTQ kids. That's not like a buzzy issue yet. So they just need resources. Sometimes they need winter hats or like toiletries. There's millions of ways to help. But if you go allycoalition.org or there's lists of different shelters that just need tons of help.
It's fantastic, thank you. Another reason that Jack is in town, you're hosting the MTVU Woody Awards tomorrow night. Is this your first hosting gig?
Yeah, and I'm totally unprepared.
I think you're gonna be great. The videos that you just did with Bill Nye were so much fun. How does something like that come together? They were discussing roller coastering.
I try to have ideas, and then I think what's exciting about music and art is, like, writing songs is all about having a crazy idea and then making it a real thing. So I try to do that even outside of songwriting. So like I think I was sitting around thinking like about the song we just played. It's called Roller Coaster, and it's about I got myself into a romantic situation that really like took me out of my body and made me a very strange person. Most people can relate to that. But then I was like thinking about like chemically what that means and what actually happens to you, and if you're like sort of in like an altered state for a period of time. And it got very scientific, the conversation. And so then I was like, it'd be cool to talk to like Bill Nye about it. And then I was like calling my manager and I was like, can Bill come over? And he was like, I'll find out. Which, by the way, he gets requests like that all the time. Like, you know, I'll call him and be like, would Billy Joel play just the fast part of scenes from Italian Restaurant at the Boston show with me? Like, you know, and 99 out of 100 things are like, you know, just a big no. But then every once in a while, Bill Nye comes to your house.
And it's really cool, and your house is awesome.
He fixed my fridge.
He did,
Yeah.
The ice maker.
He was there for a long time.
He seemed really frustrated about it.
Yeah. Like,
he was mad.
He wasn't being cute. Like, he came over and he was looking at appliances and figuring out, science guy, you know, what works and what doesn't work. And he was like, this doesn't work. And I was like, haha. And he was like, I'm gonna fix it. And everyone's like, haha. And then he spent like 38 minutes just like in there while no one was talking.
You could tell because he's under the sink and he's like, see, Jack, this is supposed to plug in right here.
Yeah.
It'd teach you how to be a man.
And I was like, this is great. and
That's what it felt like when he was getting mad.
Yeah, we talked about women, which was interesting.
Yeah.
just to hear his perspective as like sort of a typical science nerd, as you know, would be like a type of guy. Like a science nerd would have ended up on like a dating show in the 80s, and he grew up in a time, and neither of us did well socially with the sex that we were interested in grade school. So to relate to him was cool.
Oh gosh. Jack, you are a very cool, very talented man, very kind. Thank you so much to
Thanks
you
for having
and
me
the
back here.
guys in Bleachers for getting up early.